A reading from the book of Acts 14:19 to 28. However, some Jews from Antioch and Iconium arrived and won over the crowds. They stoned Paul and dragged him out of the city, supposing that he was dead. But when the disciples gathered around him, he got up and entered the city. On the following day, he left with Barnabas for Derbe. After they had proclaimed the good news to that city and made a considerable number of disciples, they returned to Lystra and Iconium and to Antioch. They strengthened the spirits of the disciples and exhorted them to persevere in the faith, saying, "It is necessary for us to undergo many hardships to enter the kingdom of God." They appointed presbyters for each of them in church, with praying and fasting, commended them to the Lord in whom they had put their faith. Then they traveled through Syria and reached Pamphylia. After proclaiming the word at Perga, they went down to Attalia. From there they sailed to Antioch, where they had been commended to the grace of God for the work they had now accomplished. And when they arrived, they called the church together and reported what God had done with them and how he had opened the door of faith to the Gentiles. They spent no little time with the disciples. A reading from the book of Psalms 145:10 to 21. All your works give you thanks, Lord, and your faithful bless you. They speak of the glory of your reign and tell of your mighty works, making known to the sons of men your mighty acts, the majestic glory of your rule. Your reign is a reign for all ages, your dominion for all generations. The Lord is trustworthy in all his words and loving in all his works. The Lord supports all who are falling and raises up all who are bowed down. The eyes of all look hopefully to you. You give them their food in due season. You open wide your hand and satisfy the desire of every living thing. The Lord is just in all his ways, merciful in all his works. The Lord is near to all who call upon him, to all who call upon him in truth. He fulfills the desire of those who fear him. He hears their cry and saves them. The Lord watches over all who love him, but all the wicked he destroys. My mouth will speak the praises of the Lord. All flesh will bless his holy name forever and ever. A reading from the Holy Gospel according to St. John 14:27 to 31. Peace I leave you, my peace I give to you. Not as the world gives do, I give it to you. Do not let your hearts be troubled or afraid. You heard me tell you, I am going away and I will come back to you. If you loved me, you would rejoice that I am going to the Father, for the Father is greater than I. And now, I have told you this before it happens, so that when it happens, you may believe. I will no longer speak much with you, for the ruler of the world is coming. He has no power over me, but the world must know that I love the Father, and that I do just as the Father has commanded me. Get up, let us go.